Hello, the Pokemon Fan 993 here, back with more Pokemon Crystal Bug-type Mono Challenge. So, I'm going to say this right now, is I'm not having a very good day because for some innate reason, I tried to restart my computer, but every USB device I put into my computer is not recognized. That includes my N64 controller, my GameCube controller, my Switch controller, everything. And basically it just keeps saying it's not recognized, which it never has happened before, and I literally just used it 5 minutes before this recording, and it still wouldn't go through. So I said, well, I'm going to be a stubborn little bastard and not put the controller in. I'm going to configure my keyboard to it. So that's exactly what I did. So during the last episode, we made our way to we beat Jasmine. We made our way all the way to the Lake of Rage. We caught the red Gyarados, traded for the experience share, and now we're back. After Lance just Hyreem this guy, somehow he's still alive. And we're going to head down here, which is a rocket base. So might take me a while to get everything. So I read one of these statues. We're going to get 2 grunts that are going to attack us. Unfortunately, they don't give us a lot of hits, aren't worth a lot, and they don't have a lot of money, but you can technically farm these guys. I think I'm on like level 16 or something like that. They're really weak. Yeah. So one Ice Punch to take care of that Drowsy. Well, I did say should. Disable's going to disable. Is that disable random in this game? Yeah, it disables what move last used. Fun fact, in Gen 1, it actually it just randomly disables a move on your set. It doesn't remove the last move disable the last move used. Penalties for winning. My turn. Ice Punch. Primer. Ice Punch. Swift. Rattata. Ice Punch. We can hit level 32. They'll tell us about 720. We got 720 for him. So you can technically farm money doing this. But we're actually going to come down here and we're going to be smart about this. We're going to grab... Actually, we don't grab that item quite yet. We're going to come down here. And we're going to battle this one scientist here. We have Magnemite. We have to battle with. I forgot he's part flying. That's not good. Let's not take that challenge. We're going to switch to Electrodes. Electrodes now has Dig. So we dealt with Jasmine. He has just a bunch of Magnemites, huh? I'm going to one-shot all of them by this alone. Down. 2,000 for winning. And now if we press this button here, those statues will turn off. And I forgot to recycle items, so now I have to deal with this. I have one Firestone that's not really worth getting rid of. I get the man to some Pokemon that would just, I know it doesn't do anything, but at least it would fill up one space in my inventory. Guard Spec, thank you. Now that we got that, we can come up here. We can walk through this part here that we were going to not walk through before to get this item that's over here. Unfortunately, I can't carry it because but Hyper Potion is worth getting rid of something for, so we're going to get rid of one of... Actually, I'm going to get rid of, like, 2 of these Apricorns. Hyper Potion is very useful. Restores 120 HP. I'm going to go through the rest of this part of the map with basically no attachments. Nugget. Worth 500. Or 5,000 in the shop if I sell it. So interesting fact, you go through all these, you want to just encounter random Pokemon. Actually, isn't that bad for leveling? I'm trying to remember if there's anything up here. That's why I'm doing it purposely. Plus, I get a little experience. Never a bad thing. Up there is one grunt up here. Yep. Run right through you. Bunch of Ice Punches. Almost out Ice Punches, but we got him 640. Money from that. Now we're going to swap Lillian back to someone else because Lillian's not doing too good. Oh wait, self-destructed. That's right, these bells you can't escape, can you? Alright. Switch over to Electrodes, Seagulls for self-destruct. I'm guessing all these guys do that. Just be annoying. Alright, cool. Are you alright? Alright, so we're gonna run through this. He's gonna give us all our stuff. Or heal us up for ourselves. Door's closed. We need the password to open. That's our judges to find passwords. He's got a Venonet, a very weak one, and another Venonet, very weak. 720 for winning. The gold bat is rather interesting, but I didn't do much. 720 for winning. Two password open in the boss's quarters. Okay. So we're just basically going to find the password here. Luckily in this game you don't have to remember the password, so the password is actually the same time every time. But you don't get an option to actually put the password in anywhere, so therefore you have to learn it. Both of them. Self-destruct. Lightning's trying to learn Baton Pass. No. So those are what Baton Pass does. If you have any stat changes to your Pokemon and you do it, or certain things that happen to your Pokemon and you use Baton Pass, you'll actually pass those over to whoever you Baton Pass to. Actually, and ever since, actually, I think since Gen 2, it's actually quite overpowered because of all the status you can give, and then you can constantly baton swap between all of them. Seconds, headbutt, bloom, headbutt, headbutt, done. I think they all have 20. Okay, so this one has a password. She has a password. Password boss room is Slowpoke Tail. Unless you have two passwords, yeah. So basically the full story here, they're using a weird signal to cause Pokemon to go chaotic and basically evolve. That's why there were so many Gyarados in Lake of Rage, because they're being forced to evolve due to that signal. We're gonna toss another Abercorn here to get this item. Full heal. So basically what you're doing is just going forward and forward, clearing out all the grunts until you get the passwords you need. And if I remember a little bit about this, I'd be able to tell you exactly which grunt has the one of them, but I'm gonna battle them all anyway because I want the experience. Plus, I don't know if anyone knows this, but the same thing with the last game too. Okay, easy, 2400. X special. There's two items here I can't pick up. What was I gonna say? Damn it. Oh, not the full restore now. In Gen 1, it was a lot harder to level up Pokemon in that game because the experience share in that game will give you, for example, the experience share will give you experience toward your guy, and then it will split up the experience 10 ways. Meaning that if you get an experience, it will give you 60 experience to each thing, making it was really stupid. So, what they did, they switched it, and it was not easier to do it, but you still have to level up in this game in order to, I want to check some real quick. I might use those two rare candies right now. Actually, let's not do that. I don't want to, I think I'll save them for later. What should we get rid of? You know, let's get rid of the ether. Don't think we need that. Protein's a lot more useful. So it just means that near the end of the game we're at the level, I'll probably just do that off screen. Okay, there's the password. Wing attack. Eradicate tail. So that's not the password to the room we were actually looking at before. It's the password to a room a bit further up. We're going to check out that as well. But like I said, we're also going to battle a bunch of rocket grunts along the way as well for experience. Right. Rattata. wing attack. It's gonna push through all of them. There's no need for winning. Oh, he's talking about how Silver, during the last version, Silver beat his ass. Alright, so we're gonna come up here. I think there's a TM here. My memory would be good. Alright, let's check out that TM 46, right? So, I get a lot of flack. Oh, Thief, that's actually not bad. I get a lot of flack for this a lot of times, but if I usually play any game on my computer, it's usually via a controller, and people ask, well, why would you have a keyboard and mouse on a computer if you don't do this? Because normally, when I play games, up until the point where I got this computer, I was always playing on controller. So playing on keyboard is always a little weird for me. I would do it if I have absolutely no other choice. So people get fucking me like, well, then why are you a PC gamer? You should be a console gamer. Like, there's stuff on the PC. For example, I can't do this emulation on a PS4. I do it on like my phone, but doing recording on your phone is such a pain in the ass. Uh-oh. Going to destroy Team Rocket. I keep using Dragon Pokemon, no match at all. I don't care, I lost. Yeah. You know, I gotta say one thing about this. Assuming he pushed me and not punched me, but if we were to do that scene again in the modern time and he literally punched or pushed me, that probably wouldn't get past the staff at Nintendo. Like, they wouldn't allow that to happen. That would have to be cut from the game. This is 2001, so it doesn't really matter too much, but if we had the password, we can open this door. And we have to fight an executive, so we have to be very... Okay, we're not too bad in here. Let's just go. Is this just a... I thought he was an admin. Oh, he is. He's an executive, my bad. So I'm not going to blow through this battle like I did the other ones because this might actually be a little bit more challenging. Probably the same result, but let's see what happens. We'll go for one wing attack. Might be enough to one-shot that Zubat. Yep. Okay. 253 experience. Eradicate. Meaning I'm not going to be able to do this one, I don't think. Not one shot anyway. Level 24, definitely not. Probably gonna take 2 wing attacks. No, I actually pushed through it again. 595 experience, and his last Pokemon's gonna be like coughing or something. Yeah, how would I guess that one? This might not one shot the coughing because coughing has a higher defense than either of his other Pokemon. Yep, alright. So go for Sludge, the chance to poison me. And I got poisoned. We're gonna go for a quick attack that's gonna finish him off. Sorry if you can hear that. We are next to a hospital, so we hear sirens a lot. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But I'll try to just kind of talk over it. Rocket Executive was defeated. I couldn't do a thing. Giovanni, please forgive me. 1,584 for winning. No, I can't let this affect me. I have to inform the others. You're an idiot. So, normally... you wouldn't be able to enter the password. He has nothing on his computer. However, his Murkrow password is Hail Giovanni. So it'll actually tell you the password. There's no password. Now we can actually go in there, but there is something we have to do first. First of all, we have to get rid of this, get rid of the poison. We're going to use the full heal we got earlier. I think the only thing I really had that would really work. Everyone's doing alright. I need to heal Lydia in a little bit. Do I have any more super potions? I do have 5. Alright. So, now we have everyone mostly healed. We have to go down back into the original place there, and then we have to input the password again. When we do, we are going to have an encounter with 2 Rocket executives. And we have to battle them. Well, more or less one of them, and then we get some help fighting the other one. From Lance. Door's closed, we'll enter the password, door opened. Hold it right there. have a brat like you on the loose. It's harmful to your pride. You see however strong you be. You can't take both of us at once. Actually, I could if this was a what is it called? Double bells were introduced to Generation 2, but not Generation 3. Where's your sense of honor? Yeah. So the funny thing is, like, how they not know Lance was here? Didn't he like blow away like 2 of your grunts? Like, are you guys just not paying attention to your grunts whatsoever? Rocky Ziegler wants to battle. 10 out Arbok. Level 23. But it's gonna take probably two twig attacks to finish this Arbok off. No, just one with a critical hit. It's gonna set the next turn to level up to level 33. Next is going to be Murkrow. So we don't have anything to counter for Murkrow, and he has super effective moves. But I'm gonna go with Fortress because, while flying attacks are super effective to bug types, they're not effective to steel type, therefore his attacks do neutral damage. That's gonna do next to no damage because Fortress really high defense. So I think it's gonna maybe, oh, it did one shot him. Another critical hit, jeez. This one is going to be Gloom. Should be fine with this. I didn't have Sleep Powder or something like that. That might be a problem if he does do that. Strength, I am faster than Gloom somehow, even though Fortress literally has no speed. Okay. And there's what I was afraid of. He goes for Sleep Powder. Or she goes for Sleep Powder. So we're going to swap to Heracross, I think. Well, they're going to go for a poison move. Now, actually, do go for poison move. Actually, wouldn't do a damn thing to Fortress, so let's see what happens. Goes for Absorb. It's going to do next to no damage to Heracross. Yeah, 1 HP back. And then Horn Attack is going to finish it off. Gain 24 experience, and Fortress gained the same amount. Executive was defeated. 1800 for winning. Basically, what he's going to tell us is we can't shut off the machine. There's no on or off switch. So I have to take this side. Basically, I'm going to fight a bunch of Electrodes in a row. Which normally wouldn't be a bit of a problem, but I do have Ariados and Dig, so this shouldn't be too bad. Plus, if I wanted to, I could have captured one of them. Because I think they're like level 30, which is actually decently high level for this part of the game, but 23. I thought it was higher than that. So we're just gonna use, or he can just go for Self-Destruct immediately and almost knock me out. I guess that's what he's gonna do the entire time. I guess I'll switch to Fortress then, because Fortress might be asleep, but he's gonna take almost no damage from Self-Destruct. No, he didn't go for Self-Destruct. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it gives me HMO6, which is Whirlpool. It's going to talk to us about how difficult it will be to get to the Pokemon League, and that's basically the end of it. So we've stopped the Team Rocket catastrophe. We're going to use this to go back up here.